Hey everybody, Stephanie McNeil live from my studio. Little astral cosmic music to get you in the mood. Ooh. Well, I said I was working on a backdrop. This is as technical as I get and I'm going to get. I thought it was creative. I just don't have the skill, talent, or even willingness to try and figure out some kind of digital cool display. I'm not about that, but I do want to make it a little more interesting and just add fun things in here and there that I can. But I'm just keeping it real. So I printed some pictures out. Actel, 1 star, my guides, a couple of my guides, my main guides. And I put it on some Bristol board and I hung it from the ceiling. And I thought, and then as I'm looking at it, I think I'm going to add on some more pictures and then it'll just be straight across. Woohoo! I don't know. I thought it was cool. This is what you get. I'm not here to impress I'm not here to impress. I'm here to pass my message, but I will try and make it as interesting as possible. Plus, these are super cool pictures. I love them. All right. First, I want to talk about, hope everybody's doing good. Sending love and light to everybody. I want to talk about some of the comments I've gotten, which I will do. Like I said, I'm going to do in each video. This one is so crazy. I don't know what's going on. I am getting so many people commenting saying that they are Lyrans. So many. You have no idea how many I'm getting. It just makes me wonder what's happening with that. Are Lyrans rising right now? Are we rising? I really fucking hope so. And I'm calling out every single Lyran that is on this planet to rise up, stand up, love and light, let's fight. But it's just really interesting how people saying they're seeing cats. People saying they're seeing other people looking like cats. Just really cool. Oh, just so you know, I'll throw this in there. 3i Atlas is a Lyran ship. Just so you know. I can talk more about 3i Atlas later, but I just thought I'd throw that in there. I haven't said anything about that. 3i Atlas is a Lyran ship. There are many species of ETs on that ship, but it is an older Lyran ship. Little piece of knowledge for you. Well, that's a good one. Okay, I can't believe I never even said that before because I haven't thought about 3i Atlas. And not a lot of talk about it anymore. Okay. Okay, next exciting news is I've got my podcast almost ready to go. So I've got my first guest. I've got, I think, 3 or 4 guests lined up. And I'm going to start this next week after Easter weekend, after the long weekend. So I'm super excited about that. And the reason I like this idea is because, you look at podcasts, the major podcasts or even semi-major podcasts, they're always aiming to have, high profile guests or semi-famous guests. Why? We are the people. We're the people living through this and suffering through this bullshit. Why aren't we? I want to talk to just everyday Joes who are suffering through this and whose opinions is what matters. It's our opinions. It's the way we are the people. It should be the way we want it. So this podcast will just be about everyday people sharing their experiences, sharing their views, sharing love and light, coming together. Yes. That's what this is going to be about. And I'm not going to, it's just going to be talking. We're going to talk, we're going to share, we're going to connect. However way that turns out. So I'm not going to script. I'm going to fly by the seat of my pants on this one. And we'll see how it goes. It's because I don't know what people are going to talk about. I also want to reiterate, please don't come on and ask me to channel. Because I'm not going to do it. I am not a medium. It's not my purpose. I mean, maybe I should be, make some money, but that's not my purpose. It's just not my purpose. So I would just want to reiterate that. Okay. I've also gotten a few comments, a lot about Lyrans. I'm going to talk about another comment in a bit, and it really touched me. This comment, we've been messaging back and forth, and It's just someone who's struggling right now, and it's with and she's with the stuff I'm talking about. So I'm going to talk about that later. But it was just a really touching comment, and just so you know, I am here for you. We've been messaging back and forth, and I just want you to know you're not alone. And yeah, whenever you need me, reach out, and I will be there. So I've had a lot of people say that this is helping them feel so not alone, and that's all I want. Like, that's what this is about. So thank you so much to you, and I'm sure we will be talking again soon. And by the way, you're super special, and you're a star seed, and there's many of us who have gone through what you're going through right now, and you will get there. You will get through it. Okay, little sippy of my ginger ale. Okay, what do we have right now? Okay. Blackout. A lot of comments about fear and the blackout. I did a little thing about yesterday, like, let's not give in to fear, right? But then I have some people saying, well, talking about a blackout is invoking fear. Let's look at it from a different perspective. Let's say I said nothing about a blackout. I never ever said that was going to happen. Never said it. Never came on the table. Okay? Let's dig down here and have some common sense and use our gut right now. Everybody on this planet, if they really dig down and listen to their gut, knows something is going to happen on this planet soon. It's going to happen, whether it be whatever, a war, natural disaster, something's coming, and it's not going to be good. I think we all know this. And if you don't, and if you are just thinking everything's hunky-dory right now, you're going to be the one that's going to be in fear and panic when it happens. So let's just say we're looking at it. I didn't say anything about a blackout. You've got your supplies. Now you don't have to worry about whatever it is that's coming, because you've got your supplies. You're prepared. You know something bad is coming. You are ready to face it head on. You've got your supplies. You're not going to starve. You're not going to run out of water. You've got people around you that are going to help you. The more prepared for whatever is coming, the less fear you have, because you know you're solid. You're good. That's how you have to look at it. If you look at it like, oh my God, blackout's coming, it's good. Well, now you're in fear, and now you're in a low vibration. Just want to say that. Try looking at it from that perspective. Something is going down. We know this. So be prepared for it. Don't look at it as like, oh my God, just look at it as, all right, I know something's coming, but I'm ready. We're good. That's all you need to do. Okay, let's go into what I wanted to talk about today. We're going to go back into raising your vibration. My last two videos were, number one, healing traumas. Biggest one, you can't go any farther. You can't really go farther in the ascension process until you've done that. You can't really go farther. It's not you can't really. You can't. You can't go farther. So healing traumas, number one. The next one was staying present, learning to stay present. You know, it's so hard, but everything around us keeps pulling us out of the present moment back to the future, or future, past, present, past, present, past, present. Past, future, past, future, past, future. But we're never really in the middle, in the center, because of everything's going around us, and it's so hard to stay present. And I told you, it's practice, practice, practice. It's retraining your mind. It's retraining your thinking system. So let's move on to the next one. And these aren't really in order, except I will say healing trauma, number one, because you can't. That's the first step. Healing trauma. Next one. Gaining empathy and compassion and understanding. This one, let me tell you, did I struggle? You know what I'm going to do right now, people? Oh, never mind. I'm not going to do it. Did I struggle? Have I struggled for this one? This one, and most people may not struggle as much as I did, but because of the way I grew up and just the shit I went through and being a soldier and fighting in Afghanistan, I became a very aggressive person. Um, Mean sometimes, I would say. Growing up, I was definitely mean. Like when I was in my teenager years, oh, mean. Oh boy, was I mean. I told you, I did not, I was not a nice person. Um, Where's my train of thought on this one? I just lost my train of thought. It's coming back. It's coming back. What I'm talking about is gaining empathy and compassion. So I struggled really hard with this. So, you know, you think about it. You walk down the street and you see someone that's different from the rest. Maybe a very overweight person, maybe a very thin person that's abnormally thin, maybe someone who's walking differently, whatever it is. Maybe someone who's dressed terribly, maybe someone in Walmart is dressed terribly, maybe someone doesn't smell very good, that type of thing. We all do it. We see it, and immediately judgment goes right in. Immediately. Whether you say it or you're just by yourself, you have a judging thought. Everybody does it and does it all the time. Or say someone is, I don't know, you're in a situation and someone is just a jerk, like just an absolute jerk, acting like an asshole. You know, you're going to walk away and you're going to be like, that the fucking asshole. That guy's a prick. And you're going to think in your head that that guy's a douche and you're not going to like them and you're going to judge them and you're going to have negative thoughts about them. That's how we are trained to think from the day we brought in. That's how we are trained to think. Judgment. Um, I'll give you an example. Sorry. I just want to give you an example. I had a neighbor and, well, she's a drug dealer. She was a drug dealer. And not doing good things and keeping her house crappy and people coming in and out, cops there all the time. And for many years, I looked at her like she was a piece of shit. You know what I mean? I was pissed off at her because her house was making mine look bad. I was pissed off because she didn't take care of her stuff, didn't pull in her garbage. I was just pissed off at her all the time because of what she was doing. And I took it as how it affected me. And so she was affecting me in a very subtle way because I had to watch it. I had to live in a place where there was drugs going on. And so I was always pissed off at her. I thought she was a piece of shit. Now, all I see is a lady who is in such pain, who has such non self worth that it makes me sad. And I have empathy and compassion for her now because I remember when I was doing things like that, like doing drugs, doing bad things, and acting irresponsibly and with zero respect to people. I went through a big phase like that. And the only reason I was acting that way is because I was in so much pain. So now I am able, instead of looking at her and saying, that bitch, look at her, she didn't bring her garbage in, the cops are there, look at all the traffic. Like, instead of doing that, I look at her and I just really feel for her and I try to think, like I wish there was some way to make her see or help, but there's, that's not my place. But that's the difference from an example from me, how I was and who I am now. Instead of immediately judging, immediately going to the negative of people when we visually see something or hear something we don't like. It's the difference of stepping back, looking at that person with love and light and in your heart and trying to understand that maybe that person is going through something that you know nothing about. Maybe that person is in so much pain that they can't act any other way. They don't know. Maybe that person is suicidal right now. You just don't know. And so We are all so quick to judge everybody for the littlest to the biggest things. Judge, judge, judge. And so when you can take a step back and say, and that judgment may come in right off the bat, but that's how you fix it. Judgment comes in, instead of just remaining with that negative judgment on somebody, take a step back. Why did I judge that person? What do I know about that person's life? Yes, that person acted like an asshole, but I don't know what's going on. Don't let it have an effect on me. And that's the key too. And I'm going to talk about that coming up. But I'm just talking about empathy and compassion instead of judgment. That is the difference, is being able to take a step back. You may have the judgment thought, taking a step back, realizing that you just had the thought, and then trying to turn it around into something of love and light, of a pot of love and light, of empathy and compassion. And those, instead of judging, which is low vibration, now you just flipped it into high vibration, which is love and light and empathy and compassion. Do you see how that works? That is the work you have to do to ascend. These are the things you have to do. And like I said, it's practice, and it's doing it over and over again. And it's always catching yourself. It's a constant battle with yourself, because we've been so ingrained to judge our whole lives. Judge everybody else. But this is how you have to train your thought patterns from a low vibration into a high vibration. So next time when you see someone walking down the street and that judgment comes in your head, catch yourself. So why would I just judge that person? Now, on the flip side, some people do things that need to be corrected. For an example, the other day I was walking my dog, and there was a lady, an older lady, and she had another dog with the dog had very, not thick fur, very tight collar on. And she's walking it, and she had it by the leash. And if the dog even lowered the head to sniff the ground, she would reef on the dog's neck and run. No, not on my watch. That is when the Lyran warrior is going to come out, and I'm going to let you have it. But that's the warrior in me. But that is me going up. If I see something like that, I'm not someone who just looks away. Oh no, the warrior's coming out, and I am going to tell you. There was someone, another example. I was on a bus recently. We were going it was like an event, and we were getting off the bus, and I was trying to get off, and my friend was in front of me, and this guy from the back just pushed her from the back, just pushed her, trying to get past her, just pushed her, and she fell over. No. I'm going to step in, and I'm going to tell you. And I can be pretty aggressive. Like I said, I was a very aggressive person. I was a soldier. I can be scary when I need to. And I will be, if you're doing something that is against love and light, that is harming somebody else, I will be in your face. And that's where the Urban Warrior comes out. But mostly, if it's something like my neighbor, I just don't, I don't pass judgment anymore. I step back, and I'm just like, try to have empathy and compassion. That's all I'm saying. These are just tips. These are just things you have to go through. You have to raise your vibration and to connect to your higher self. So the lesson from that is next time you have a judgment about somebody else, you're seeing somebody do something, you judge them. Catch yourself. Instead of going to the low vibration of judgment of whatever you're judging about them and going straight to the low vibration, catch yourself, take a step back, try to understand why you just did that, and return it with empathy and compassion, and bring yourself to the high vibration. That's how it works. And that if you can keep doing that and keep doing that and keep doing that, it becomes natural. It becomes more, just like everything else, you become better and better at it. That is gaining empathy and compassion. And we all need to, it's something we all have to work on. Never stop working on it. I'm telling you, not easy. But if this was easy, it would not be fucking worth it. People would just go along. People are just going along But there's a lot of us who are waking up, and a lot of us who want to connect with our higher selves, a lot of us who want to raise our vibrations, a lot of us who want to live in love, light, and harmony. And there's more and more and more and more. Anyway. Okay, that was some serious stuff. Heal traumas, be present, gain compassion, understanding, judgment. No more judgment. Okay. Everybody have, what day is it today? Oh no, I'll probably make a video on Easter weekend or something, and then the podcast is coming. Love everybody. Love and light. Let's grow this circle. Woo! And now we're going to crush the mofos. Crush them. Crush them. Crush them. Crush the mofos. Mwah.